At 80 years old, Tom Selleck finally decided to speak openly about James Garner, the man who shaped his early career in ways he never fully explained before. For decades, Selleck kept many details of their friendship private, partly out of respect and partly because he felt the world did not need to know everything that happened behind the scenes. But now, with age giving him a deeper sense of reflection, he has shared memories that reveal how important Garner truly was to his life. Tom Selleck, born Thomas William Selleck on January 29, 1945, grew up far from the glamour of Hollywood. He was a kid from a working-class family, someone who never saw acting as a realistic dream. His early life was filled with school, sports, and the simple hope that he might build a stable future. After moving to California, he focused on basketball and earned a scholarship to the University of Southern California. Acting was not part of his plan. But a drama coach saw something in him that he could not see in himself, pushing him toward the stage and eventually into commercials and small television parts. These early steps were not glamorous, and Selleck often felt unsure about his path. Hollywood was competitive, and for someone without connections, getting noticed was incredibly difficult. He auditioned constantly, often hearing, no, more than, yes, but he kept going because something in him refused to quit. During these years of struggle, Tom Selleck crossed paths with James Garner, a star who had already built a respected name through shows like Maverick and the Rockford Files. Garner understood what it meant to climb slowly, to work hard, and to stay humble in an industry full of ego. When Selleck first appeared on episodes of the Rockford Files, he expected nothing more than a simple guest role. Instead, he found someone who treated him not as a beginner, but as a colleague worth taking seriously. Garner noticed Selleck's potential almost immediately. He saw the discipline, the kindness, and the natural charm that set him apart, and he quietly took Selleck under his wing. What Selleck finally revealed at age 80 was how much this guidance meant. Garner helped him understand how to be a leading man without losing his humanity. He taught him how to listen, how to stay calm when studios pushed too hard, and how to stand up for himself without becoming rude or difficult. Selleck explained that Garner would pull him aside during filming breaks and give advice that stayed with him for life. Even the smallest moments left a deep mark, like when Garner told him never to forget who he was before fame, because Hollywood will always try to change you. Selleck shared that Garner protected him in ways the public never knew. When producers doubted Selleck's abilities, Garner told them that the young actor deserved a chance. When Selleck felt insecure about his talent, Garner reminded him that being real mattered more than being perfect. This honesty helped shape Selleck's confidence long before Magnum P.I. made him a star. As Selleck looked back, he realized that James Garner had been a quiet anchor during a confusing time. Garner never acted superior or distant. Instead, he treated Selleck like family. Selleck finally opened up about how Garner's encouragement kept him in the industry when he was close to giving up. It was Garner who showed him that being a good man was more important than being a famous one. This truth, Selleck said, is what he wants people to understand now. Whenever Selleck looks at his career, the roles he took, the way he handled fame, the calm personality he became known for, he sees Garner's influence woven through all of it. His success, his patience, and even his sense of humor can be traced back to those early days on the Rockford Files, when Garner helped him feel like he belonged. At 80, Selleck said he owed James Garner more thanks than he ever said out loud during the man's lifetime, and sharing that now is his way of honoring the friend who shaped him more than the world ever realized. Tom Selleck has reached a very reflective stage of his life, now that he has turned 80, and this new chapter has opened the door for him to speak about things he never felt ready to share before. Many people know him as the charming star of Magnum P.I., the tough but kind-hearted police commissioner in Blue Bloods, or the man with the iconic mustache who has been part of American television for decades. But there is another side of Tom, a quieter and more personal side, that he has kept close to his heart for many years. One of the biggest parts of that private story is his deep respect for James Garner, a man who played a major role in shaping Tom's outlook on life, fame, work, and even family. While Tom has mentioned Garner in interviews over the years, he always avoided going very deep, partly because he felt that any words he used would fall short of what Garner truly meant to him. Now, with the wisdom that comes with age and a lifetime of experiences, Tom finally feels ready to talk about the truth of their relationship and the influence Garner had on him. He wants people to understand not just the actor James Garner, but the human being behind the roles, because that human being helped Tom grow into the man he is today. Before Tom even met James Garner in person, he was already an admirer. Growing up, Tom watched Garner on the hit show Maverick, which aired in the late 1950s and early 1960s. The character Garner played was different from the typical tough guy cowboy characters seen on TV at the time. Instead of being serious and stern, Garner's character had a light, easy charm that made people smile. All be serious when needed, but he always carried a natural warmth and humor that made him stand out. Tom noticed this even as a young viewer. He felt that Garner wasn't hiding behind a character. Instead, he seemed to let his real personality shine through. This authenticity is what made Garner unique, and it became the first thing Tom admired about him. In a time when many actors tried to look bigger, tougher, or more mysterious than they really were, Garner's honesty on screen made him different. Tom later said that this honesty is part of what drew people to Garner, because it made him relatable, believable, and deeply likable. This early admiration became a real-life connection when Tom, who had already achieved fame as Thomas Magnum in Magnum P.I., was cast to work with Garner in the Rockford Files, Friends and Foul Play in the 1980s. Even though Tom was already a big star by then, he felt nervous before meeting Garner. Fame doesn't always take away insecurities, and Tom wondered what kind of person the legendary James Garner would be in real life. Would he be distant? Would he be demanding? Would he be the type of actor who expected special treatment? These thoughts ran through Tom's mind, even as he prepared to work on the project. But the moment he met Garner, all those fears vanished. Garner greeted him with warmth, friendliness, and humor. He made Tom feel welcome immediately, as if they had known each other for years. Tom later said that Garner's welcoming attitude taught him an important lesson about how to treat others in the industry. He realized that the biggest stars don't have to act superior or cold. They can be kind, humble, and respectful. This was the first of many lessons Tom learned from Garner. As Tom and Garner spent more time together on set, their relationship deepened. Garner wasn't just friendly, he was someone with real wisdom about the acting world. He had been through the highs and lows of Hollywood, and he understood how the business could lift someone up one day and push them down the next. During breaks or quiet moments on set, Garner would share advice with Tom. He talked about how fame can create pressure, how success can sometimes bring arrogance, and how important it is to stay grounded even when you're on top of the world. Tom listened closely because this wasn't just generic advice, it came from a man who had lived through these challenges and stayed true to himself. Garner talked about things like treating everyone on set with respect, whether they were the director or the newest crew member. He warned Tom about letting ego take over, because ego can destroy careers and relationships. Tom appreciated these conversations more than Garner ever knew. He felt that Garner was not simply giving advice about acting, but about life itself. At the same time, Tom was building his own life outside of Hollywood. His ranch in California became one of the most important places in his world. The ranch, which had once belonged to Dean Martin, was a quiet and peaceful escape from the noise of Hollywood. Tom loved working on the land, fixing fences, clearing brush, and taking care of the property. This simple life helped him stay grounded and connected to what really matters. He once joked that working on the ranch was his version of going to the gym, except he actually enjoyed it. The ranch wasn't a place for luxury, it was a place for hard work and family. Tom later realized that the way he valued simplicity and authenticity was connected to a lesson he had learned long ago from watching James Garner. Garner had shown him that being a successful actor did not mean losing touch with real life. You could be famous and still be grounded, humble, and connected to the people you love. As Tom built his family with his wife, Jilly, and later their daughter, Hannah, he found himself following some of the same principles Garner had lived by. Garner had been married to his wife, Lois Clark, for many years, and that long-lasting relationship was rare in Hollywood. Tom admired that greatly. It proved to him that it was possible to have a stable family life while working in the entertainment industry. This inspiration helped Tom make one of the most important decisions of his life, stepping away from Magnum P.I. at the height of its fame so he could spend more time with his growing family. Many people couldn't believe he would walk away from such a successful show. But for Tom, the choice made sense. He chose family over fame, and the truth is that Garner's example played a role in that decision. Garner had shown him that work is important, but it should never take over your life. A strong family, a peaceful home, and a good heart are far more valuable than any acting award or paycheck.